I think the next 4 years are going to be very interesting.
Oh, it's going to be...
It is going to be something to see.
I've said it before on the channel, it's a very interesting time to be alive.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're about to find out.
About to find out.
Look around, find out. Here we go. Thrills. 307 Reacts, I'm Matt, that's Chris. I can't snap. I've been just doing claps all night. On the screen in front of us, it's Reigns of Castamere by Bass Gang. You asked for it, we're doing it. We don't actually know if you asked for it yet because we film all these in the same night, and technically on the last episode we asked if you guys wanted a double Bass Gang. We made an executive decision and just decided that you probably would want that. We assumed you probably would, so we're just doing it anyways. And you know what, at the end of the day, we already got your money. You're paying your internet bill, you're already here, so like we're just gonna do it, right? And it's not your money, it's Google's money, but here we are. It's the Bass Gang. This one is it's a cover and it features Allie the Piper and Jonathan H. Warren. Now, you were telling me about Allie the Piper. She's a bagpipe player.
Bagpipe player.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know anything about Jonathan H. Warren?
Like I said, I might know who he is, but I can't. Just seeing his name, I can't put a face to it.
Cool, great.
So,
what do you know about Allie the Piper? Have you heard any of her stuff?
Fantastic.
Really good.
Bagpiper. Yeah, she actually performed Through the Fire and Flames with Dragon Force on her bagpipes live on stage.
Okay.
So
next reaction coming.
She's pretty badass.
I don't know if we'd get away with that. Pretty sure Dragon Force is signed.
But yeah.
Maybe we could find a Billy Wilkins thing with it or something like that where they're doing a collab or something like that and we could watch it that way.
But she's a fantastic player.
Cool, fantastic. This came out 3 days ago, so it would be like 10 days when you guys see it. 10 days ago, please go over to the Bass Gang's page if you haven't already and give them a subscription. Please give us a subscription. It's totally free. And if you're here, there's a good chance that you're already subscribed to the Bass Gang, but if you're not, do them a favor and go over there and subscribe to them. It costs nothing, and it could literally change the world for these YouTube channels and things like that. I had something else. I can't remember what I was going to say. I guess it doesn't matter. It's pretty irrelevant. Should we just go?
Let's get it.
Let's go. Dude, bagpipes are so weird. Interesting chording.
It is.
And who are you? The proud Lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat, that's all the truth I know. And a coat of gold or a coat of red, a lion still has claws, and mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, that Lord of Castamere. But now the rains weep o'er his halls, and not a soul to hear. Yes, now the rains weep o'er his halls, and not a soul to hear.
All right, let's go.
Did we just blast through that?
Hey, all,
whole
thank
thing?
you so much for
Damn.
watching Reigns of Castamere featuring
I-
Alex
there- I-
Piper, Jonathan
So
H.
sucked
Warren.
in.
I wanted to stop at one point, but I was like, right when I wanted to stop,
Yeah.
all the music came in and
Yeah.
it like did the big escalation.
Yeah.
It was like, oh well, I'm not stopping now.
Yeah.
I wanted to stop and talk about bagpipes because I don't understand them. So I mean, I get the general concept. There's a bag of air, and you compress the
squeeze it,
air,
yeah.
and it makes sound come out, and then it has kind of similar to like a recorder. Or like a some sort of
Some
type
of flute or something.
yeah, where you make the different notes, and as you squeeze, the thing that's wild to me is you have to be able to keep time and do the notes, but also keep refilling that bag with air. Like it's so
Yeah.
weird to watch Allie like fill the bag, but then like it's not like
And then it just keeps playing when she pulls away.
yeah, and like she just like puts a little breath in and then plays and then takes your mouth off.
Here's
Like
the
I
other
don't.
thing I don't understand. Okay, so the 3 little pieces that come off the top of the bagpipes, I've seen some with like 4. Is the purpose of those for tuning? Because obviously the air passing out of the bag has to pass through the flute piece,
yeah.
right? Like the noise doesn't come out of the top of those, right?
I would assume that it does actually,
And that's like your
that's because
bass.
I mean they're connected into the bag, so I assume that's where the air is being
or
pushed
like
out
where the
of.
drone comes out of, and then you have the
And I'm
lead
guessing
on top.
I don't
Like,
know, and that's what doesn't make sense to me is you've got the flute part down at the bottom.
Yeah.
How is that affecting the sound? How is that changing the tone of what's coming out of the pipes?
You know what? I figured it out.
Okay. go.
Bagpipes are the transmissions of the instrumental world. It's just magic.
You just
That's
and you just send them to someone else that knows how to do it, and then
Yeah.
they just take care of it for you. That's what.
that's it.
And Allie knows how to do it, so we just leave it to her. And okay, great, awesome. If
Fucking magic.
you guys can give us a brief description in the comments of if any of you guys know how,
or even a link.
or
something
yeah,
like
and
that.
we could Google it, but we'd rather take some advice or information from you guys. We'd rather hear it from you guys first. So yeah, if you've got a link to like a informational thing on that, that would be awesome. I think there's a how it's made episode
Oh, really?
on bagpipes. Now that I think about it, I think there
I
actually
think
is.
even Allie has talked about how bagpipes work on her Instagram.
I'm
Should
super
probably go
interested
check
in
that out.
that.
It'd probably be. Now that thought just occurred to me, it was probably fucking years ago.
We
but-
didn't spend any time talking about the boys and their actual singing, which
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't need any explanation. They're
killed
incredible.
it.
They're absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the build up, the cinematic like build up reminds me of the Samantha Allen video that we watched a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it starts out very mellow, interesting, subtle, little dark, and then out of nowhere you kind of just get this swell of like boom, cinematic
See-
theatrical thing.
See, and I definitely felt that with Samantha Allen, where it was just boom out of nowhere.
That one was wild.
This one to me felt like you know, you're kind of a lazy day on the couch, you're like slouched in the fucking thing, right? And as you listen to it, you're kind of slowly
Okay.
like sitting back up, and you're just slowly being pulled
Yeah, sure.
up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then at the end they just let you back down.
It wasn't like a steep slope. It was more like a
It was
gradual
a
incline.
gradual, just like kept pulling me along. Like
Okay.
that was very smooth.
I vibe with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing kind of started like it started the build up kind of from the first bar.
Yeah.
Where like everything just kind of got more and more intense, intense, and then it finally climaxed at a certain point and it was
Yeah.
just like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
The mix was awesome. Like I thought at the beginning when we first started listening to it, I was like, it feels a little quiet. But you know, it's these guys. You know, they're not multi-million-dollar platinum selling artists or whatever. They the very good chance that they're doing a lot of the stuff themselves. Nope, that's not the case. They just have so much in their mix that
Yeah.
when you only have one voice, it sounds a little quieter. But when they add everything else, boom, it's there.
Yeah.
It all comes to life. The volume is
Yeah.
you nailed it. You boys nailed it. It
And
was
Jonathan,
awesome.
just the right amount of violin.
Oh.
I loved it.
Yeah, so good, dude. Like I said at the beginning, I love the fact that they're incorporating instruments into this EP.
Yeah.
I think that's a really creative choice for an a cappella group.
Yeah.
Because most people come into it expecting, oh, it's just going to be voices.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's really refreshing to hear them incorporate, dude.
See, I think like Jose, right? Jose deals in a lot of music that's either, well, number one, Hispanic, which a lot of instrumentation, trumpets,
tons. Guitars.
trombones, guitars, that type of thing. Stand-up bass is a very huge thing in that. When I tell him, yeah, we're going to listen to an a cappella group, he's like, what, like choir? Like, what are you talking about? And then you kind of introduce them to this a cappella world, and it's like, oh, well, that's a little more than what I thought it was going to be.
I mean, yeah, it's choir, but like it's not.
It's on a so much more advanced level. Like
when you're saying choir, I know what's going through your head. You're thinking like 7th, 8th grade choir, where it's like
30 kids just
like,
screaming whatever. Yeah.
And the teacher up there just hoping to get to the end. Like, come on, let's just get to the end of this. We're almost there. No, this is like choir on steroids. It's like a whole different world of choir.
But then you take the other people who are just so like the only thing they listen to, like Doobie will go through sections of this where for a whole month he won't listen to anything but a cappella.
Yeah.
And so like you take people who are so engrossed with the a cappella and that's usually all they listen to, and then their favorite a cappella group puts in some instrumentation and they're like, oh, I kind of forgot how nice this is.
Yeah. Like I said, it's refreshing.
So it's cool.
So
it's kind of a mix of two worlds, which is really, really nice.
Really nice. The beginning of it, when they were doing that really unique chording at the beginning, where it was like, your ear wants to hear a resolve, but they don't quite resolve it, and they kind of change things up, and then they do a resolve, but it's like a weird...
It's a resolve that keeps dragging you up. Like
and then eventually it just like it goes to a super low home base where it's supposed to land, but the way they get there is super unique.
Yeah.
It put me back in the old choir days where you get a piece of sheet music and your teacher goes over the notes for your section. Yeah. And you're singing along to your section and you're like, these notes sound weird. Like, why do they sound so weird when they're soloed out?
Yeah.
And then you put it with the other sections and you're like, whoa. Ooh. This actually sounds really cool and creative and awesome.
Well, a great example of that is Aaron Hansen when he played bass on that Freebird cover we did. If you guys haven't listened to him just shred a solo on that, it's
stupid.
Quite incredible. But when you solo it out and listen to just the bass, it literally sounds like somebody threw it down a flight of stairs.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
It's just
and then you put the mix on top of it, and you're like, "Wow, how does this work?"
Fucking nailed it!
Sounds so good. Yeah, there's like 14 seconds of this left. Let's just finish it out. Let the boy give his message here, and then we'll call
it. Isaiah Carter on percussion and the arrangement. Now this is the second video out of our 4-video EP, so keep a lookout for those next videos coming out the next few weeks. But if you want early access to them and bonus content, check out our Patreon.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect.
Hell yeah.
I like that they're doing they're kind of taking the page out of the home free / voice play playbook, and we're at the end
behind the vault type stuff.
Yeah, I like that. It's smart, really smart, and to do like the video outro at the end, like, hey guys, thanks for watching. Yeah. And it keeps people there to the end of the video.
Yeah.
It's not just like song's over, screen went black, move on. All of a sudden it's like, there's a little ending. It's like an ending credit kind of thing. It's nice. It's a good job. Well played, guys. Very tasteful.
Well,
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Something tells me the next 2 songs that come out on that EP probably going to be 5 out of 5s.
Okay.
Like
bangers.
Yeah, it's just a 4-song banger.
Yeah.
4-song banger EP with instruments and crazy lows and awesome highs and way to go. Incredible, boys. Keep it up.
If you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang.
Why do we do that?
And if you don't know why I'm talking like this, go ahead and check out yesterday's episode. Yesterday's. It was today, but yesterday.
Oh my God, we got to be done.
We'll see y'all next time. Bow.
How to make a reaction video fall apart in under 10 seconds by 307 Reacts.
I stuttered there and it fucked it just perfectly.
Literally yesterday.
Yesterday's.
That's
you know what that is? That's a sign of mental retardation.
Oh, thank God! Thank God we're done, dude. We're slowly just breaking down in here.
Breaking down.
The system is just breaking down one piece at a time.
God.